What's up guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, it is so shocking to me to come out and realize that we have a group of some of the people who they don't know the history of black Americans in America. Right now we are seeing that Somali and Latinos, they are freaking out after learning or after coming out and realize that black Americans, they cannot be deported. You can imagine, it means that these people, they have been mocking black people, they have been disrespecting black Americans, knowing that black Americans also, they can be deported in America. But right now they are coming out and learning that black Americans, they cannot be deported.
A white man or whatever. No. You fucked up. They're gonna get you out of here. All they wanted was your vote. They got it now. They don't need you anymore. And they're looking to get you out of here. Right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe somebody in his cabinet can convince him, hey, it's not a good idea to deport these people. They're a big portion of our workforce. And if we deport them, the economy is going to go to shit. I don't know. Maybe they can convince him. And if they do, well, lucky you. But if they don't, you are the prime target. And you voted for it, even though we tried to warn you. So anything that happens to you, it's your own goddamn fault. You voted for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. I have no sympathy for you. Sorry. For all of you who didn't vote for him, I'm sorry that you're going to have to go through this. I truly am sorry. And that's my message to the Latinos for Trump. You won. Congratulations. You might get your ass deported back to Mexico or wherever you came from. Congratulations. Now, to the rest of you that voted for Trump, you sold out your country for the price of eggs, the price of gasoline, interest rate on loans, the price of houses. You were too selfish and too fucking greedy to do the right thing. No, you wanted to do something for yourself. Fuck the country. Well, you screwed yourself and the rest of us in the process. That man is too stupid to run this country. If he does what he's planning to do with the tariffs, you think prices were high under Biden? You're about to find out how high they can go. You're going to have to choose between groceries and rent. If you're already in that situation, I'm sorry for you. But if you were in that situation and you voted for Trump, well, then you just fucked yourself even more, because it's going to get worse. You think you won. The only thing you won was the election. You lost your country. You lost your self-respect. You lost your freedom. If Trump does all the things that he said he was going to do, we're in for a world of hurt. All of us. All of us. Hopefully we can survive it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. That man is a total idiot. And if they don't have anyone watching him and steering him in the right direction, we are all screwed. But hey, you did it. I'm going to be here to remind you about it. Hopefully I don't have to leave the country, but if it comes to that, I'm ready. I've got an out. Hopefully you do too. Have a good day.
So foundational black Americans who thought that by snitching to ICE about African Americans living in America, by coming to our social media and tagging ICE on literally all our pages is going to save them. So I'm now hearing that also black Americans are being deported. ICE is icing up also black Americans. This is what I was saying that day when I said that the power of unity in togetherness. Now, by the time these white supremacists come, they don't see you black, they don't see you Africa or Africa from whatever Africa. They see all of us the same because they see the color. They don't see where you're from. They don't care. So all the whole snitching that you guys have done, it has now backfired on you guys. So it's backfiring now. That's so it go be. And I never see anything. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
I just seen a video on here where African girl is on here saying, oh, well, ICE is now deporting black Americans. What the fuck is they gonna deport us to, bitch? They gonna deport me back to St. Louis where my daddy from, bitch? They want it to be us so bad. They're not after us. See, we've been fighting these motherfuckers for generations and generations. They can't send us anywhere. Okay? It's nowhere for them to send us. This is our land just as much as it is theirs. We built this motherfucker. Didn't you hear what Trump said? It's us. The fuck is y'all talking about? And truly, We was here before them. And then y'all want to get on here and talk shit about us. And then turn around and ask us to unite with you guys. If we probably gonna unite with any fucking body, it'll probably be the Mexicans. Duh. And stop saying that I'm African. I'm not African. My ancestors are Cherokee and Choctaw Indians. You know, with the feathers. That's me. That's us. But it's okay. Y'all don't have to drag us into y'all bullshit. I mean, we get it. Trump is doing a damn fool on everybody. But at the end of the day, why y'all gotta pull us in it? They can't send us nowhere. Where they gonna send me to? Where's they gonna send us to? They gonna send my brother back to goddamn Chicago? I mean, what is going on?
Man, stop trying to convince these people that we need to stand together and all that. They ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. They've been betrayed so many times, bro. 1877, after federal troops pulled out of the South, bro. Betrayed. 40 acres and a mule, betrayed. You feel me? Jim Crow, betrayed. Redlining, betrayed. Every promise that this country has made to them has been a false promise. And now we need y'all to stand with us while we march. But leave them people alone. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Because they know how prevalent racism is in our community. And they know how y'all talk about them when they ain't in the room. And they know that now y'all got y'all N-word wake up. Didn't y'all? Y'all got that Paul Mooney N-word wake up call. And now y'all want to scream unity and solidarity. Nah, bro. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. The people that have been working together will continue to work together. The people that have empathy for your plight and your situation will continue to have empathy for your plight and situation. But don't try to convince people to come join your side. Like, it's always been. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to survive their damn self. They're trying to figure out how this man is about to get rid of the 13th and 14th Amendment and strip them of citizenship. What, you don't think they know what time it is? They gotta deal with their own shit. I'm just saying, I see a lot of videos where people are like trying to convince, Black Americans that they need to stand side by side with Black and brown unity, but when it's something that doesn't benefit us, we ain't screaming that shit. Yeah, get mad. Go ahead. You know I'm fucking right.
I don't have no hate towards y'all at the end of the day, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Man, what's going on TikTok? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But check this out. Man, I noticed something with this deportation thing. I just couldn't figure it out. I said it in my video, but I just never thought about it. These people keep saying we're going to get deported, They projecting because we the only people that didn't immigrate here. We didn't migrate here. We not refugees to come over here. We not in the immigration system. We didn't have to pledge allegiance and denounce another country just to live here. We didn't do none of that. We not anchor babies. Our parents didn't come over here, didn't had us here. None of that. But they have. And they hate that. They jealous of that. Because number one, they thought they were going to be our replacement. They were working on it. I ain't gonna lie, they were working real hard to be our replacement. Then number two, they came over here to colonize us. But when they found out that Trump made it a way where we are emancipated people, we are children of slaves, we can't be deported. They hate that and that bothers them. That jealousy and envy bothers them because they already come over here with jealousy. They already come over here with envy. But now They see we can't go nowhere now. They want us to be scared with them. They want us to be scared of if we see an unmarked car drive past our house. They want our heart to be beating fast. You know what I mean? When we go to restaurants and we see ICE come take somebody, they want us to be scared with them. And we just out here popping fans, you know what I'm saying? Well, them fans, that we just popping fans, having fun, enjoying life, talking, trying to get our money right, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. We ain't even thinking about ICE. We're not even thinking about being deported like they is. They want us to be scared like them. They want us to be worried like them. You get what I'm saying? That, and I'm like, damn, bro, like they really are jealous of us. Not just the Africans and Caribbeans, the Mexicans are jealous of us. Because they mad because they not part of the 14th Amendment. They not. There's a lot of white people not part of the 14th Amendment either. They jealous of that, bro. We can trace our family to the 1700s. Some people can go far back than that. And they don't like it. And they jealous of it. And they hate it. I know it burns them up. Like all the contempt, all the anti-blackness they say about us, the rhetoric, the stereotypes, all that stuff they spew. And that one thing they can't get is the citizenship like we have. We emancipated people and they hate that. Oh, they hate that. That burns them up. That's why they doing these scare tactics on us. That's why they doing all these things. Because they want us to be fearful, just like them, of being deported.
Racist Latino community coming for Black Americans. Now we have other people in the diaspora talking about, but Black people are being deported too. What about us? We're not trying to be divisive, but I'm also remembering how many of y'all were sitting back saying that we were lazy, that we had no culture, we didn't know where we came from, and claiming things that are actually in our culture as your own. And I'm still not over the fact that a lot of y'all feel like Juneteenth, y'all should be celebrated too. So for y'all to sit in the comments and then co-sign on with that community that's being racist towards Black people, Black Americans, especially talking about, I'm so upset that the Black people are saying that they're not a part of this fight. It's all of us because some of us are getting deported too. Babes, we're Black American. Remember the same demographic that y'all said that we always want to be the main character and that we're so xenophobic because whenever we sit back and defend ourselves against people saying shit about us, we're those people. So please stop making Black Americans feel like they have to be fucking patriotic. Leave us the fuck alone. Remember, all the rest of y'all thought that y'all were the better imports. We were the old imports. We were here before America was America. Okay? And that is not a call for the pretendians. So, yeah. Leave us out of the whole conversation. If y'all want to team up because y'all can't stand Black Americans, then team the fuck up. But the law is the law because there's the civil law and then there's also the criminal law. And some of them have broken the civil and the criminal. And for the Latinos, when I say, but we did Black Lives Matter, number one, you saying that is very racist because that's negating that Afro-Latinos exist. So let's start there. And then on top of that, Black Lives Matter was about under the law. Things were not being done under the law. Under the law. The deportation is happening because that is the law. We, the Black people, the Black community, we were not getting justice served. Killing people on the street is not a part of the rules of the land, baby. The rules of the land, just like any other country, you have to have a visa or citizenship to stay here for years. So comparing it and saying that y'all fought with it stood in Black Lives Matter, number one, the numbers weren't numbering. Okay. And number two, that's negating the fact that y'all have Black people in your community. So it still goes back to you being racist. because we were fighting for things that were actually due to us, called due process. Maybe if you learned the rules of the land, you would know what due process means. And that's exactly what Black Lives Matter was fighting for us to actually have due process if somebody broke the law, or if they didn't break the law and they were unjustly killed by the police. You being deported because you don't have proper documentation is just. What's not clicking?
Hey, grand rising to my people, folks. Do not feed into the other races that look like us, saying that all so-called blacks are being deported, folks. There is no evidence out right now that any Black Americans have been deported. But what is happening is aggressive immigration enforcement that's targeting non-citizen Black immigrants. And there is many cases where U.S. citizens, which is us, has been wrongfully detained. Now I looked up where Black Americans being deported, even though I already know we can't, because this planet cannot thrive without us, especially this country. Yeah, now let's get to it. Under U.S. law, Black American citizens cannot be deported. However, Black immigrants are deported at disproportionately high rates compared to other immigrant groups, largely due to systematic issues at the intersection of criminal justice and immigration enforcement. Come on, folks. So we need to quit spreading all this misinformation about our people and trying to include us in all y'all shit, folks. So yeah, there you have it. Black Americans are descendants of indigenous and enslaved people. Yes, there were people that looked like me already here, dark. And there were people that came here from Africa. Not everybody is from Africa. Our culture is American culture, folks. Quit trying to add us into all y'all bullshit, folks. Just because y'all seen a couple little things go on the news with us being arrested and detained wrongfully, you know what I'm saying? And saying we're getting deported. Show me a source of us getting deported without it being a confusion and us being sent back. Show me.
It seems like other, deeply melanated Black people are really, really fucking upset that Black American citizens exist. Like ones that were actually born here that have a lineage here. Like I keep seeing videos of them saying, oh, you're next. And shouts out to Leo. I saw his video where he was responding to, I'm guessing she was a Caribbean, saying your president doesn't like you. Y'all gonna be back picking cotton. He was gonna get y'all out of here next. And it's like, he literally said that we built this country. He literally said that the birthright citizenship was for the descendants of slaves. Chattel slavery. Y'all are so butthurt that we cannot be deported. Then they were like, oh, because when it's time for y'all to get out of here, y'all ain't gonna have nowhere to go. Get out of where? Where they gonna send me? Georgia? South Carolina? Y'all do know that a lot of us literally still to this day own land in this country. And the ones of us that don't know that we do, we're taking the proper steps and we're going through the proper channels to reclaim our ancestors' land. Y'all maybe y'all don't know that, but it's so ignorant to keep assuming that we are all immigrants. Y'all are really jealous that we can't be deported anywhere. Y'all are really, really jealous. It's envy at this point, because what else is it? We don't do anything to you people. Nothing. We welcomed y'all. And it seems to be backfiring that we all thought that we were all one just because we share the same hue of complexion. And I know I'm continuously making the same types of videos, but it's like, I keep seeing y'all making these videos talking about y'all, and then y'all always trying to attack slavery. Y'all always trying to attack as if on the Caribbean. Child, I could get into so much that's going on y'all's islands and in y'all's countries to this day in 2025. Y'all are just so fucking envious. Then there was this girl that was like, oh, if everybody has an issue with Black Americans, then maybe it's Black Americans. If everybody doesn't like you. No, that's not true. Because we literally do not start. We do not do anything to anybody. We've literally welcomed everybody that came to this country. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Like, I saw a girl saying Brooklyn belongs to the Caribbeans now. New York belongs to the Caribbeans. And it's like, we still exist out there. And the reason why y'all were able to successfully migrate and set up shop is because we supported y'all. We thought we were all kinfolk. I've had plenty of Caribbean friends to this day that I love and I've supported. I've supported businesses. I've patronized restaurants, shops, and everything. While y'all just literally, not all of y'all, but some of y'all just have this disdain, this hatred for us for no reason. And I think it's really envy that we cannot be deported. There's this deep-seated envy, like a hatred, because we are American. And a lot of y'all fight and strive so much to come here when we were born here. And yes, we've had our hardships and our struggles, and we still fighting and we still thriving. But we are a very, very successful group of Black people in the world globally. Our impact, the things that we've innovated, our inventions, the things that we've created, it's undeniable. Ain't nobody really fucking with us like that. Even the poorest of us that live in the hoods. If we compare our hoods to y'all's hoods, there's no fucking comparison. Y'all always want to compare y'all top 10% to our bottom 10. Let's go apples for apples. Living in a hood here is not even a marker to how much you make these days. It's very expensive to live in urban communities, especially in a tri-state in 2025. So that's not even a socioeconomic marker anymore. But anyways, I'm just tired of, leave us alone. Hang it up. It's relevance to Brooklyn Way.
Everybody owes Black Americans an apology. When I say everybody, I mean everybody except Native Americans. Every other demographic owes Black Americans an apology. Now it's obvious that the white demographic owes us that, and we've been there. But I'm specifically talking about immigrants. I'm specifically talking about Latinos and Asians and Indians and Chinese and some Vietnamese and some Africans. Y'all owe us an apology. And here's why. I'm seeing video after video. In the last 24 hours, I have seen video after video of Latino women either crying or coming to a reality that if it was not for Black Americans, and it infuriates me. It infuriates me, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me preface it by saying, though, that I'm Generation X, and I have some Latino people in my life that I love, and also have a direct I've been directly affected by deportation in my own world, different reasons. I'm American though. I'm African American, born here. My whole family line is from here. But I know what deportation is about, and I know the effects of it. So I am empathetic with the process. But it is hard for me to be sympathetic when I realize that everybody shitted on us. Every demographic shitted on Black people. Black Americans. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton begged y'all in the 90s to join us. Jesse Jackson begged. I remember living in Chicago, and he was on all the different TV stations asking for the Black and brown community to come together so that we could unite, so that we can get more things done, blah, blah, blah. And even to this day, Black leaders, people with positions, they always say Black and brown. Whenever there's a Black leader talking, he or she says Black and brown, the Black and brown community. I don't recall seeing Latino leaders say Black and brown. They say brown. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know every Latino, but I don't see it. Do y'all? Black people have always tried to include everyone. We have this empathy in our souls. We have this. That's why we have not done what white people have always thought we were going to do after slavery. We are literally a peaceful people, even though they paint us out to be thieves. They paint us out to be so violent. We're not. But I'm just struggling with my empathy because y'all at the finding out part of the fuck around. And I just remember so many times Latinos being, back in the day especially, being very racist towards Black people. Y'all was. Y'all know y'all can admit it. Put your pride to the side. You know I'm right. Now y'all Korean Americans, y'all shitted on us big time. Y'all shitted on us royal. Y'all took a royal ass dump on Black people. Y'all came over here, opened up beauty supply stores. Okay, fine. That's fine. You don't give back to the Black community. You've gotten rich off us. You followed us through your stores, especially back in the day in the 90s and early 2000s. You couldn't even go in there without them following you, blatantly following you. You called the police, falsely accused us for stealing. Y'all always thought we stole. Y'all hired Latino women in y'all beauty supply stores so that you can reduce the possibility of theft, or either y'all hire guys so that you can reduce the possibility of theft, because literally Korean American, y'all some of the most racist people out here. If y'all could put the security button thing to sound the alarm on bobby pins individually, y'all would. Y'all got them damn anti-theft things on everything in the store. Now I can't blame y'all all 100%, because guess who buy y'all shit? Black women. And unfortunately, we made y'all rich. But I will say this, it's not like black women didn't try to have our own beauty supplies. Y'all stopped us. Y'all had warehouses that y'all got together. Y'all bought in bulk from China. Y'all bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of beauty supply stuff so that and forced us out of it. Y'all know y'all did that. And if you're a second generation Korean American that's tied to a beauty supply, you know that's true. You probably are a little bit more open-minded than your parents or your grandparents, but you know this is true. And I wonder, will you admit it? Will you admit it? Will you apologize? Will y'all change? Because here's the thing. Unfortunately, and this pisses me off, y'all just now seeing what black people been seeing for centuries. Did y'all think we was lying? When we told y'all, when you learned about discrimination and racism and this and that, like I used to see all of so many Latino people taking up for Trump in the election time when it was Kamala this and Kamala that. Are y'all excuse me. I will end this video by saying y'all are on the find out part of the fuck around, and we all are going to have our turn because we have a monster in office. But we do need to somehow get together, and I believe that black people are allowed to take time to rest and to figure out how we want to move around, if we want to include y'all, because yes, together we can make a lot more moves. But right now, I don't know if anybody else feels like me. I'm just literally like, I can't believe y'all didn't hear us. I can't believe y'all didn't give us homage. I can't believe y'all didn't recognize the way in which y'all got to come in this country and build off the backs of black people and not give us our credit, and then also be white adjacent and think that y'all was better than us. I need to heal.
What's going on, people? I want to briefly talk about all of this nonsense from migrants just saying to black Americans, your time is coming too. You wait. One day it's going to be your turn. In other words, to be deported. How's that going to happen? And where would they deport black Americans to? Now, you could say, oh, they're going to deport you back to Africa. We've never been to Africa. We have no connections to Africa. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, wake up one morning and the Iceman is knocking on the door, breaking the door down, saying, okay, get up. We deporting you. You going back to Africa, right? And we're like, Africa? I ain't never been to no Africa. Who's in Africa? What part of Africa am I going to? Yeah, you gonna send me back to the continent? What country in Africa am I going to? We just gonna send you back to Africa, because that's where you from. You got family. Who my family in Africa? Where am I gonna live in Africa? I don't know nobody in Africa. You just gonna just send me back to a place that I ain't never been before? Now you see how stupid that sounds. Now I'm going to make a video on YouTube, and I'm going to go in more in depth on that, and I'm going to post it on X, okay? So you guys go to X and follow me on X. If you have an X account, formerly as Twitter, go on there and follow me. Fearless J 2008. Fearless J 2008. I'm going to make that video because it makes no sense. Why would you wish bad on somebody, to a people that have done nothing to you? What have black Americans done to migrants and to the Latino community and even the Africans that would tell black Americans, your day is coming too. You just wait. You're going to get deported too. Where am I being deported to? This is my country. This is where I'm from. This is where my ancestors are from. Oh, you's from Africa. Where in Africa am I from? And who's my family in Africa? Once I get to Africa, who can I call? Right? So tell me, all of y'all that say that I'm from Africa, that I'm going to be deported back to Africa, number one, I can't be deported to a place that I ain't never been before. So how am I going to be deported back to a place that I had never been before? Y'all tell me that. Who's my peoples in Africa? What was my African name? See, you see how stupid that sounds, right? So when you say Black American, it's going to happen to you one day. Why would you wish bad on somebody? What did Black Americans do to you? Was it an individual Black American? Did you get jumped? Did somebody take your cookie in school? Were you bullied? For Africans, were you called an African booty scratcher? Because I know a lot of y'all keep saying like, I was bullied in school. I was called an African booty scratcher. And that hurt my feelings. And I had PTSD from being called an African booty scratcher when I was growing up from Black Americans. So now I'm just going to wish that they get deported. What did Black Americans do to y'all to make you want Black Americans to be deported? To not even like Black Americans? Know what I think it is? I think you envy Black Americans. I think Black Americans are comfortable in a position, because y'all are trying to, for some reason, y'all seem to, be spending a whole lot of time, man. It's like Black Americans are living inside your head. You have Black American derangement syndrome, right? It's like, well, Black Americans ain't taking advantage of the opportunities here. Black Americans are committing all these crimes. But what does that have to do with you? Because a few Black Americans, just like from any other race, right? But what does that have to do with you? Black Americans don't work. They lazy. What does that have to do with you? How does that stop you from doing what you're supposed to do? And where are the results of what you've been doing since you've been here? All right. You know what I mean? So why are you all in Black Americans' power? Why are you pocket watching Black Americans? Right? How does that benefit you? How does that give one inkling to your life? How does that affect you? You just watch Black Americans day in, day out. You're trying to find something wrong. It's like, this what so create your own space. Do your own thing. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Right? But I made a video on TikTok and I was just supporting Coke. And I really didn't expect to get over 200,000, close to 300,000 views on there. And it's a lot of angry Mexicans and Latinos. Took that quite personal, although it had nothing to do with you. So now a lot of y'all are on there talking about grape Kool-Aid, which I have no idea what that is, and you talk about Africa and go back to Africa and it's going to happen to you. What's going to happen to me? Where am I going to get deported to? Who's going to deport me? Did you not know, and this is historically true, one of the biggest fears that the white man had was for Black people, for Black Americans to wake up and rise up. That's a fear that they've always had. That's why the FBI is always looking for a Black Messiah. And that's why when a Black Messiah, what appears to be a Black Messiah, arise, they end up taking him out, right? Because they fear Black Americans rising up, okay? We are indigenous here, all right? So I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. Do you not know what would happen if they try to deport Black Americans? It sounds stupid. Even me saying this sounds stupid. But do you know what would happen if they try to deport black Americans to a place that we've never been before, that we know nothing about, that we have no connections to, right? See, it sounds silly. So y'all need to stop that nonsense, man. Talking about they're gonna deport y'all back to Africa, a place that we ain't never been before. We ain't no Africans, right? Well, I had a chat with Chat GPT. We had an in-depth conversation, right? AI and Chat GPT, and I was asking some questions like, well, that's a good point. It couldn't answer the questions, right? Because if you're telling me that I'm African because we have DNA in African, well, they say every human being descended from Africa. So that means a Chinaman should be African too, you know? So what makes them different than me? Well, we've been away for over 500 years, right? And some even say that we were here before then, but they were transported to Africa and then ended up being transported back here. Therefore, that's where you got the thing, oh, you from Africa. Black people all over this planet, right? You forget the original woman that they found, the oldest bone, was a black woman. So we've been everywhere on this planet, right? So who's to say that we are Africans, man? We're entirely different people. They know that they're different from us. They ain't like us, right? And I think that's why you have so many immigrants that's angry and upset, because they're not in the position that many of us are in, right? Although a lot of us, or you may think a lot of us, don't take advantage of it, all right? But where are we going to be deported to? And who's going to do the deporting? I don't think that's going to happen, because the day that happened is the day that there will be some serious bloodshed here. And that's one of the things that the white man always feared, was black Americans waking up and rising up.
Y'all out there, the Somalians is talking reckless. Y'all is talking reckless, especially it's one Somalian. I don't even know if I should call him brother, because they don't want to be identified. They're not like us. So whatever, it's a Somalian man or Somali American man talking directly to Trump, saying, hey, Trump, you go first. You leave first. You think we leaving? We ain't going nowhere. You going first.
The Somali people and the black American thing going on right now is kind of weird to me. Only because I see like a lot of Somalis like basically saying like, when they get us up out of here, what you think they're gonna do to you? What you think they're gonna do to what do you think they're gonna do to black people? And y'all are against us and not trying to help us.
Black Americans are not immigrants. We all understand that, right? We were here before America became America. My ancestors were here. I'm like 13 generations American.
So I'm hearing how some cultures was saying that African Americans are next when it comes to getting deported. Not that I think anybody should be getting deported, but I think that's actually crazy to even think like something like that could happen, because it kind of goes to show how much y'all really know about African American culture in America, in that actually African American is literally just a label. It doesn't really speak to our lineage or where we're from, because whether you know it or not, most of us have Caucasian ancestors. If you know about how we got to this point in this country, a lot of our great grandmothers did not have the option on, you know what I'm saying, who they had children with. So a lot of us actually have mixed and white grandparents. And I'm pretty sure all the other black Americans on here can speak to that as well. Not only that, Native American grandparents, Native Americans who are actually black indigenous people grandparents. So in order for them to deport us, it's kind of like they got to pull the thorn out of their own eye first. Because if we really got in our bag and got into our lineage, if they gonna deport us, they got to deport themselves too. You understand? Because my closest roots is right here to home, not to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of my ancestors are from Africa, but that's you gotta go do some research to go find them. But you gonna run into my Caucasian cousins before you even get to them. I'm being real with you. Because they label us as African Americans does not mean we're from Africa. They literally just say that because you're black. And being black in America, most likely you're not just black.
Team K-Dot, Team Compton. You know, I've been a Cali girl for 21 years. So anyways, I generally love Kendrick. And Kendrick is very much so Cali, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Drake specifically. Mr. Canada, Aubrey, right? So I keep seeing like these he jokes about Drake getting deported. And the possibility of Drake getting deported after all of this stuff comes out, right? I'm here to bust your bubble, right? Drake father is African American from Memphis, Tennessee. So that means that Drake was eligible for citizenship at birth because his father is a Black American. His father is a citizen of the United States. Understand this. So there's no reason to continue to joke about Drake and deportation now that you're educated on how the system works. Drake, because of his father acknowledging his birth as his son, didn't need to go apply for citizenship. His citizenship was attached to his father. So Drake is not eligible for deportation. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and hopefully you've learned something.
So, hey, listen, fun fact about me. I do not hop on bandwagons. I do not agree with people or try to take up for a group of people because I want people to like me. That's not who I am. Anybody that knows me knows I'm always standing out because most of the time I'm disagreeing because I don't see it the way other people see it. Okay? So, with that being said, Black people, y'all don't have to get mad at me because I'm saying, man, like, the government set them people up. And then Somalis, y'all don't have to get mad at me because y'all thinking like, oh, she's trying to talk about Somali people. Listen, I'm just saying what's right. I'm just saying what's wrong. And then I'm just giving my opinion. If you don't like it, scroll. Move around. Anyways, so with that being said, here's my thing. I am seeing a lot of Somalians getting on social media and they are like, where's the Black people at? Where's the Black people? We think this is wrong. Where are the Black people at? Or Black people have a problem with Somalians. I want y'all to know 99.999 dash, keep on going. Black people. We don't care about like other races. We don't care. Like, here's the problem. What's happening is when your parents and your grandparents, they came over to this country, they were told not to associate themselves with Black people. Black people are bad. Bad Black people. Good system. Trust the system. Don't trust Black people. And the thing is, 99% of the time, immigrants, they believe it. You guys literally believe it. Here's the thing. The problem is, you're not using your brain because if you use your brain, you will tell yourself, okay, y'all have oppressed these people for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. These people have got up and rise above everything that y'all have thrown at them. And they have built this country on their back. And they invented almost everything that's being used in this country. So why shouldn't we associate ourselves with them? Nobody thought about it. But listen, boom, that's neither here nor there. The thing is, because y'all believed it, y'all thought to yourself, and I'm not just talking about Somalis. Let me get this right. Listen, Africans, Mexicans, Dominicans, y'all get over here and then y'all think to yourselves, we've been here for 1 year and we are doing more than what all these Black people have ever done. Lies. You don't have a system standing on your neck 24/7. You don't have a system against you. You have not had to rise against a system over and over and over and over again while they tear your community down. They literally calculate how they're going to tear their community down, Black communities down. Okay? So, y'all don't have to deal with that. So when y'all come over here, y'all automatically think y'all better than us. But y'all are forgetting the people that fought for you. All these people are jumping in my inboxes and stuff. I went to college. I'm a certified. Do you know who paved the way for you to do it? So listen, I understand. They played on our tops too. They told us that y'all was potbelly kids. Y'all had flies in y'all eyes on them commercials, and they was telling us to feed y'all, saying 50 cents a day to feed y'all. And then they told y'all that we was all pimps, we was HOEs, we were hustlers, we were gangbangers. They lied. They lied. Black excellence is a thing. Okay? And the sooner we understand that as a collective, that we are constantly being manipulated, that they are constantly dividing and conquering us. Until we get that right, we are always going to be, where the Black people at? Where the Somalian people at? Where the Mexican people at? Let's get it together. So Somalians, I am literally coming on here to tell you, give Black people grace. Give us grace. We ain't against y'all. We're not. We fighting every day for our lives as well. The thing is, y'all parents told y'all don't mess with us. And y'all attitudes and y'all actions have proved it that you thought you were better. So we are literally trying to get our minds together. And a lot of us are trying to forgive because we remember how you treated us. Okay? And we all just learning. So give the black community grace. We ain't against y'all. We are against the system that is systematically putting their foot every day on the black community's neck. Okay? You get where we're coming from? We don't hate y'all. We never hated y'all. One thing about black people, everybody's invited to the barbecue. All you gotta say is one word right and you are forever in our family. Get to know us. If you don't see us running to y'all aid, we trying, y'all. We can't help the Mexicans, the Somalians, the Africans trying to help ourselves, trying to help our kids from being killed by the police. We got a lot on our plate. Okay? Ain't nobody giving us reparations. They ain't giving it to us. We ain't jealous because you got it. We just wondering why us. Why y'all don't want to give it to us? We love y'all. I promise you we do. We are loving people. Give us time. Give us some grace. Okay? Stay off this internet talking about black people's against y'all. We ain't against nobody. We still trying to pick ourselves up from yesterday. Okay? All right? Whew, y'all be having me worried. All right. Bye.
Latinos have to be more delusional than J-Lo thinking she's really Selena to believe that black people can be deported in their own country and that black people are immigrants.
Are you people insane? What are you talking about?
Through my short tenure on this app, having conversations with people throughout the diaspora and people from around the world, it has come to my attention that many do believe that black people are actually immigrants in the country that we hail from. This is why we get hit with, where are you from? And when somebody says Georgia or New York or Detroit, they're like, no, where are your parents from? And I'm like, New York. They don't get it. And it's like, you arrived here as an immigrant and you think America is a white country. America has never been a white country. America has always been a multi-ethnic country in which white people have been the majority of, never been a white country. So you don't look at a black person or a native person and be like, oh, you're really American. That's just the reality of this country. We'll always say the only real Americans in this current iteration of America we have are white people, black people, and Native Americans, because those three people have been here since before the inception of America and during the creation of America. Everyone else came after. All the other European immigrants came through Ellis Island. The Italians, the Polish, the Jewish people, the Greeks, all of those people are later additions. We've been here since before all of them. So how can a black person be deported? I would implore you to actually know the history of the country you're living in or trying to occupy. And before you speak to someone who is actually a descendant of the people who have been here since the 1700s, do better. I mean, do better. I mean, this is a sad attempt at you trying to force my hand to support Latinos because of what's happening right now. I do support everyone, but to say a comment like this is dumb because black people cannot be deported because we're from here. Now, can other black immigrants be deported? 1000%. I have family that can be deported because I have family from all around the world, but I'm American. But that's a different conversation in terms of identity politics and how Afro-Latinos or Caribbean or Africans identify in this current phase of America. Latinos are the ones that are being targeted right now. Asians are the ones being targeted right now. And Latino people have a history of anti-blackness and a history of colorism within their community. You guys are racist towards your own dark-skinned people, your own black people. So you have to stop looking to black people for like unwavering support, and then in the same sentence be like, well, you're next, or you're ghetto, or you're this. And it's like the underlying tones of racism and threats that you guys put in your messaging aren't helping your cause. They aren't helping your cause.
Man, what's going on TikTok? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But check this out. Man, I noticed something with this deportation thing. I just couldn't figure it out. I said it in my video, but I just never thought about it. These people keep saying we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported. They projecting because we the only people that didn't immigrate here. We didn't migrate here. We're not refugees to come over here. We not in the immigration system. We didn't have to pledge allegiance and denounce another country just to live here. We didn't do none of that. We not anchor babies. Our parents didn't come over here, didn't had us here. None of that. But they have. They have. And they hate that. They jealous of that. They jealous of that. Because number one, they thought they were going to be our replacement. They was working on it. I ain't gonna lie, they were working real hard to be our replacement. Then number two, they came over here to colonize us. But when they found out that Trump made it a way where we are emancipated people, we are children of slaves, we can't be deported. They hate that, and that bothers them. That jealousy and envy bothers them because they already come over here with jealousy. They already come over here with envy. But now they see we can't go nowhere. Now they want us to be scared with them. They want us to be scared of if we see an unmarked car drive past our house. They want our heart to be beating fast. You know what I mean? When we go to restaurants and we see ICE come take somebody, they want us to be scared with them. And we just out here popping fans, you know what I'm saying? Well, them fans, we just popping fans, having fun, enjoying life, talking, trying to get our money right, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. We ain't even thinking about ICE. We're not even thinking about being deported like they is. They want us to be scared like them. They want us to be worried like them. You get what I'm saying? That, and I'm like, damn, bro, like they really are jealous of us. Not just the Africans and Caribbeans, the Mexicans are jealous of us. Because they mad because they not part of the 14th Amendment. They not. There's a lot of white people not part of the 14th Amendment either. They jealous of that, bro. We can trace our family to the 1700s. Some people can go far back than that. And they don't like it. And they jealous of it. And they hate it. I know it burns them up. Like all the contempt, all the anti-blackness they say about us, the rhetoric, the stereotypes, all that stuff they spew. And that one thing they can't get is citizenship like we have. We emancipated people and they hate that. Oh, they hate that. That burns them up. That's why they doing these scare tactics on us. That's why they doing all these things, because they want us to be fearful, just like them, of being deported.
So Latinos, y'all thought we was immigrants? So you mean to tell me y'all thought we was just over here chilling? So that's why you guys are saying that we're next. Man, we was first. And they still ain't stopped coming for us. So, hey, just don't worry about us, man. We gonna take care of us, and y'all take care of y'all, man. But we know how y'all look at us, man. And don't try to say that it's not that way, man, because we know it is. We know it.
Let me get on to you, Modern Crusaders. Somebody sent me a stitch that you did in my video, and I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. That's my fault for missing that stitch. But let me tell you something. I'm not African, bro. If we're gonna use this African descent thing, everybody has African descent. Everybody. If we're gonna use your theory, everybody has African descent. Even you have African descent, so you African too, right? Even though you Mexican or El Salvadorian or Nicaraguan, whatever you are, Spanish-speaking person, whatever you are, whatever you claim to be, you got African descent in you. You got a black abuela somewhere in your family. Let's get that straight, okay? What I said was black Americans, meaning the 14th Amendment people, will not be deported. The Africans will be deported. The Caribbeans gonna be deported. The Haitians gonna be deported. The Mexicans gonna be deported. The people from your country will be deported, but not black Americans. That's what I said. There's a distinct difference between me and the rest of them. I didn't immigrate here. I wasn't a refugee here. My parents didn't have me as an anchor baby on this land. My parents didn't flee nowhere from war-torn countries or anything like that. I don't have a history of fleers in my family. I don't have a history of migrators in my family. And for you to say in one of my comments, as a Mexican man, this is how you think low of your people. Who gonna pick the fruits and the vegetables? So you cool with your people being exploited for low wages. You cool with that. That tells me a lot about you as a person. Black Americans, we ain't finna be exploited for no little money. We'd rather just sit on the corner and get money. We'd rather work 3 jobs that's paying more than picking whatever they trying to get us to pick fruit and stuff. We used to get, back in the day, we used to get paid good money to pick fruit and vegetables until y'all came over and lowered the wages for people to pick fruits, especially out there in California. They was get paid good money out there in the 80s until they saw, oh, we can exploit these people. These people work for $2 an hour. People making $250 almost every 2 hours with a case, like have multiple cases of fruits and vegetables picking, and they were making bank back then. But y'all came and lowered the wages. So why you want your people to be exploited? Huh? Answer that question. Why? Tell me why. As a Hispanic, Mexican, Spanish descent, whatever you are, I don't know what you is. Okay? We will not be deported, sir. We're not you. We're not Africans. We don't come from Africa. A lot of us in America, just because I'm black and I look, I could be Dominican, I could be Caribbean, I could be a dark Puerto Rican, I could be Afro-Latino, Afro-Mexican, African, or whatever, or even a black Filipino. I could be all those things. I could be a black Brazilian. I could be all those things, but I'm not from those places, bro. They are African descent just like you. Just because people have African descent doesn't mean they from these fucking countries. White people have African DNA in their bloodline. White people. But y'all ain't pushing that African stuff on them. So once again, let me make it plain and clear for you, okay? As a 14th Amendment emancipated Negro of the United States of America, we will not be deported. You, on the other hand, and other people like yourself will be deported. They even deporting white people, okay? But we will not be deported at all. We're not you. I don't have to look out the window and be like, oh, Jesus, is that ice over there? I don't got to do that. I ain't got to do that. A lot of my people ain't got to do that. We ain't got to look out no window. So, anyway, y'all have a good day.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how black Americans, they have come out and reacted towards teaching these Latinos and Somali people about their black history, simply because these people that have been living in America disrespecting black Americans, mocking them. We saw how the Somali people, they came out and start calling also black Americans N-words. They were telling black Americans they don't know even their father, they don't know about their history, but it has come out and they are getting their shock to come out and realize that in fact black people, black Americans, they cannot be deported. You know, we are having those black people who they've come to America, those black immigrant, black people from Caribbean, we have black people from Africa. Those are Afro-American, African American. Those, they might be deported, but we are having black Americans, the people, the real black Americans, the people who that land, it is theirs. You know, these white people, when they came to America, they came from Europe. These people, they were European reject. So when they came to America, they already found black people, and also they found the Indians people. So those are the indigenous people, and it has become so very hard for them to be deported, because if the white people, they can come out and say that they are deporting black Americans, where are they deporting these people from? Where will they take these people? No, they cannot take them because they found them there. In fact, the black Americans and the Indians, indigenous Indians people, they're the ones who might come out and start deporting these white people, because they came from Europe. These people, they were European reject, and I've been told that these people, they were fighting in the days in Europe, and they lost the battle. When they lost the battle, they had to run, and when they were running, they came to America, and that is when they stole the land. That is how they enslaved people. They did a lot of things to the people, indigenous people, and that's why you can see these people, they went ahead and took over the land. So these are some of the history that these people they have not yet learned. These Somali people, these Latinos people, they have not yet learned. All they think is that black Americans, they can be deported. You know, these people, they cannot differentiate between African American and black Americans. Yeah, we have African American, we have black Americans. We have black Americans who they were forefathers, who their ancestors, they were in America already. But we have those immigrant black Americans who they African Americans who they came during the slavery period. So I want to read some of the comment and see what majority of people they have come out and say. In fact, Black Americans, they are coming out and reacting massively on the comment section. This one saying that to anyone reading this, Black Americans are not getting deported. That's a damn lie, not one. Exactly. So whoever who was watching this video and who was thinking that Black Americans they can be deported, no, Black Americans, if Black America can be deported, these people they could have deported Black Americans long time ago. Not now, they could have deported them a long time ago, but it has become difficult. And also you can see these people, they went ahead and supported DJT, the MAGA movement, so that they can make America great again. You know the meaning of make America great again. These people, they wanted to make America to become only white country. They wanted to get rid of black people, but it has become difficult to getting rid of black people. And also we know these people, they cannot also do without black people. You can imagine America being without black people, and we know the people who are running the American economy. It is the black people, it is the black dollar which it is running America economy. We know how these people they can't do without black labor. We saw how these people they enslaved black people. The people who are working in their farms, they were black people. Right now you can see the white farmers, they're coming out crying because of they voted for deportation, and the people the immigrant and black people, they have refused to come and work in their farms. So right now they are going bankrupt. Majority of them, they are losing their farms. This is to tell you that these people, they cannot do without black people, and that it is why it has become more difficult for them to deport black people. So this one is saying that it is amazing how they are upset with the black Americans but not the other Americans. Exactly. I've told you that we have black Americans and we have African Americans, but these people, they are so much upset with the black Americans. We know the Somali people right now, they are in crisis. We know the Somali people, DJT as he came out and removed the TPS, temporarily permanent status of Somali people, and also he gave the Somali people up to 17 to move out of United States. If they will not move out of United States, the ICE will come out and deport them. So you can see these people that have been coming out and seeing that they are going through a lot of challenges and struggle, but black Americans, they are the only people who can help them. But black Americans, they have refused to help them. Black Americans, they refused to help them simply because of how these people, they were disrespecting them, how these people, they were mocking black Americans. You know, you cannot come to someone's house and start disrespecting the owner of the house. No, you can't. You can't come in someone's house. He has welcomed you very well. He fought so that you can come in, but when you are coming in, you start seeing that person as someone who is not important. That it is how these people, they were doing to the black Americans. Black Americans, they fought very hard for them to come in America, but when they are coming, they are seeing black people as rubbish. They are seeing black Americans as people who are not even supposed to be in America. So when black Americans, they were getting those disrespect and mocking, they kept quiet. They know the time will come when these people, they will learn, and also they will come for them running, asking for forgiveness and help. And this is now the time that these Somali people, they are running towards black Americans, asking for their help. But black Americans, they have refused. Black Americans, they want them to learn their own lesson, and that's why you can see they're coming out getting shocked that black Americans, they cannot be deported. This one is saying that they are not deporting black Americans. Stop spreading lies. Exactly, they are not deporting black Americans. This one is saying that black people aren't scared because they are citizen. Yeah, black Americans, they are citizen. This one is saying that I'm guessing that African lady missed a black history class. They aren't deporting black Americans. This one is saying that ICE in my community right now, and they walked right past me. I think they know us from an immigrant. This one is saying that I am black, 67 years old woman that was born in the USA. My parents were born in the USA. My grandparents were born in the USA, and my great-grandparents were born in the USA. None of us were anchored babies either. So my question is, deport black Americans where? Exactly, deport black Americans where? This one is saying that if they could deport us, we would have been gone a long time ago. Exactly, that is the thing that I've already tell you. If these people, if black Americans will be easily for them to be deported. They could have gone long time ago, because we know these people that they want to build America. So after building America, we saw how these people, they started disrespecting them. We saw how white people, they came out and giving them less opportunity. We saw the racism that they brought. We saw the how they were oppressing black people. We saw the criminal injustice, what it has been doing to the black people. So if it could be very easy for these people to deport black Americans, they would have gone long time ago. This one saying that if they could deport us, they would have done it already. This one saying that if I am going to be deported, I guess I should start packing to get ready to go to Virginia, because that's where my parent and grandparent are from. Our history isn't a mystery except to the ignorant. This one saying that ICE is not deporting black, they are deporting people who came to the US illegally. That it is exactly. They are not deporting black people, they are deporting those people who came to United States illegally. This one saying that as black Americans, we have to worry about cops, not ICE. This one saying that we are native to America, we can't be deported ever. This one saying that I am a South African and can never understand people who go to other people's countries and disrespect citizens of those countries and then commit crimes in host countries. Black Americans built America and contribute to the culture that is America, and invented most of the thing used globally for our convenience. Do not disrespect black Americans or host countries. This is infiltrating, because it happens in South Africa as well. This one saying that this girl is this one saying that I am tired of immigrants saying they came here and do better than us. That's the most underground blind lie I have ever heard. Many of us have been thriving in this country since the 1800 century. We had a university that immigrants enjoy today, built in the 1900th century. Immigrants stop denigrating our people. So you can see also that's some of the message that black Americans, they are sharing across. And also guys, you can also share your thought. I'll be reading it on my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.